I'm Jim Evans. We're at Dennis Auto Point up on Morris Road in Columbus, Ohio. This is I'm the president of GTO Club, and this is our 18th annual event here at Dennis Pontiac. It's an annual event except for when we do the GTO Nationals here in Columbus, which we're going to do again next year at the Holiday Inn up in Worthington. And basically the cars here on the showroom are the cars that won last year, Best of Show, Best GTO, and Best Firebird, and Best Pontiac. Every year we do that, and then we put them on a T-shirt and show them off a little bit. We're a local club. We're based in Columbus, Ohio. We have mainly a GTO club, but we also have Le Manses and other Pontiacs in the club. We like to go to nationals. We do a lot of car shows. Pretty much just like to have a good time.
My name is Dave Heinfeld. This is my 1939 Pontiac Deluxe 6 four-door sedan. It just turned 51,000 miles 2 weekends ago on Father's Day, going over to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's kind of nice. I took my dad in this car, and he bought this thing in 1966 and gave it to me 6 years ago for my birthday, so now it's mine. Like I said, we've had it for 36 years. I'm now the 4th owner. It's at least 80% original paint, all original upholstery, all original glass. It's got the second set of tires on it. The spare tire that's in the car was one of the original tires that came with it when it was new. It's a flathead 6, 3-speed on the column. It's got a factory issue heater and clock and radio. Like I said, everything on it, as far as I know, has been on the car since it was new. It came from Lima, Ohio. The guy that my dad worked with bought it from the estate auction when she passed away and did pretty much a mechanical restoration on it, but it's been in our family for 36 years, and just like to get out as much as we can and get it to shows. That's how that works. It catches.
My name is Plez Everson. I'm from Mansfield, Ohio. I have a 1968 Pontiac Le Mans. It has a 350 with a 2-barrel. It's a Mayfair Maze with black interior and bucket seats with a console. It has a 2-speed power glide transmission, and it's a daily driver. I drive it every day and enjoy it every day.
Hi, my name is Shiloh, and this is Amber. We bought this car probably 2 years ago. It's a 71 Le Mans Sport convertible. It's pretty much maybe 90% original. We only had to do a couple things to it, a new seat. But when we bought it from a gentleman in London, Ohio, and it was in pretty good condition. We spiced the engine up a little bit, but we use it to cruise around. We take it up to Lake Erie a lot, and it's a driver. We go to car shows quite a bit, but we like driving it. It's just fun to be out in a convertible.
Hi, my name is Rhon, and this is my 67 GTO. The color is the original 67 regimental red, the black vinyl top. It's an automatic with air conditioning, 400 cubic inch, 335 horse. I've had the car for I think about 3.5 years now. It's originally a California car, but I bought it here in Ohio, in North Canton, Ohio. This is a California car, so it has air injection reactor, which is a California emission system, which is kind of rare. You don't see a lot of them intact anymore. I use the car pretty much every weekend during the summer when the weather's good. I also drive it to nearby states. It's a driver. It's never been on a trailer. I enjoy driving it. Try to every weekend.
Hi, my name is Brenna Ferguson. This is my Pontiac 1968 GTO 400. It has a his and her shifter. I've had it for 5 years, and it's basically my baby daughter. And I love, enjoy it, and I have fun driving around to all the car shows and stuff. It's a 400, and it's a Pontiac. It's fast. We did 1390 in the quarter mile, and it's the only time it's been raced. We've had it for 5 years, and we've done a lot of restoring the part of the motor. We've had it restored for about 1.5 years on the motor. It's kind of fun to see all the guys look at you when you're driving it. But it is truly a blast to have. Never had a better car in my life.
Hi, I'm John Walton. I'm from Hamilton, Ohio. It's about a 2-hour drive up here to Columbus. I'm a member of the Ohio Valley GTO Association, which is based in Cincinnati, and we try to come to the events that the Columbus chapter puts on, and they try to come to some of the events that we do. My car is a 65 Pontiac Grand Prix. It's a relatively unusual car anymore. There's not many of them left around. They were basically a full-size body car, but it was a little different than most of the other full-size Pontiacs. If you look at it and some of the other ones, you can see that the grill's different and the roof line's different and the tail panel's different. I've had this car 6 or 7 years. It was a good solid car when I bought it. It didn't have any rust or dents, and I restored it to the condition you see it in now. But it has the original powertrain in it. The interior is mostly original. I did a few small things to the interior. It's painted the original color, and a lot of the chrome and stainless are original on it, never been touched. It came with a 389 cubic inch motor, very similar to the engine that was used in the GTOs. It's got the same 4-barrel carburetor, dual exhaust system. It's rated at 325 horsepower in a Grand Prix, 335 in a GTO. Other than that, they're about the same. If you look at the grille front end assembly here and compare it to the 65 Pontiac next to me, you see they're quite a bit different. The style of the grille is different. It even has GTO parking lights in it, and that's how they came. If going back and looking at the side view of the car, the roof line is different. It has a concave shape to it, whereas the other full-size Pontiacs had more of a fastback shape to the roof line. Taillight structure is also different on the cars, and the Grand Prix came with fender skirts, whereas a lot of the other Pontiacs that year did not, although the Bonneville did.
My name's Robert Kane. I live at Worcester, Ohio. This is a 1957 Pontiac Super Chief. I purchased it in 1984. I'm the second owner. I didn't have to do much work to it. It was other than the chrome and repaint it, it was in very good condition when I got it. The original cost of this car was $3,300. It has a Continental kit on, which is original.
Okay, my name is Larry Bond, and I'm from Columbus, Ohio. And I have a 65 Bonneville convertible. The wife and I restored this car completely from ground up. And we've had the car about 13 years. It took us 5 years to restore it. And we've had it on the road for about 4 years. We've been to about 3 Pontiac shows here at Dennis Pontiac. And we've won Best of Show last year and a couple years before that. So we've put a lot of work into this car. I did all the body work on it, all the restoration I've done on it. So the car's got 7,000 miles on it. That's the actual miles since we restored it. It had originally about 76,000 miles on it. And we keep it stored at our house and in the winter. We'd only drive it in nice weather, so keep it in nice shape. Clean it every time we bring it out. So that's about all I can tell you about it right now.
Hi, I'm Steve Hawkey. Standing here in front of my 69 GTO convertible. It's a clone Judge, Ram Air 4, 4-speed, air conditioning. I originally bought the car in Texas about 10 years ago. Done a complete frame off restoration myself in the last 5 years. Completely new interior, new top, rebuilt the engine and everything myself. Done the body and paint myself. I had transmission rebuilt by a friend of mine, and another fella put the convertible top on. It's black, Starlight black with a red interior. Has M21 4-speed, 323 rear end, posi, and Rally 2 wheels. In the Judge convertibles, they only made 5 Judge convertible Ram Air 4s, and they didn't make any with air conditioning. But like I said, this car is a clone, and I can drive it. You know, if it was a real piece, it'd probably be worth $100,000. And the car is cloned as close as I could get it without being the real thing. And the Ram Air 4, it's got original Ram Air 4 camshaft and everything in it, which is really a good sounding engine. It's 370 horse stock. This heads on this car, we call it a race car, and they've been built and stuff, so it's got about 12.5 compression, and it makes a little more power than the original Ram Air 4. All Ram Air 4 cars and Ram Air 3 cars had the ductwork in the hood to where you can operate the Ram Air from inside the car. Underneath the dash, you pull it out and it opens up and lets cold air in. And that's why they call it Ram Air. And they started that in '69. They started where you could pull it open yourself.
And welcome anybody that wants to join our club. If they've never haven't heard of us, that just get on the internet, and it's gtoaco.org, and you can sign up there.